Welcome back to, well, pretty much we're picking up where we left off last time. Despite, you're probably thinking, wait, there's a bit of a time thing here where it's like a bit later than you said you would. Well, dinner and I had to basically get my computer back up and running because it just took a while for the login thing to come on. So I had to reboot it because not the first time this happened, just that this happens on my way from my laptop for quite a while. So there's that. Okay, so we're discussing our next trade, a She-Hulk trade, which is the second trade of the current run by Robin Rowell. This is She-Hulk Volume 2, Gen of Hearts. This collects issues 6 to 10 of She-Hulk Volume... I think this is Volume 5. Yes, actually Volume 4, actually. Excuse me. This book itself, pretty much in the way, is still continuing what we left off last time. I should point out that the book is pretty thin, because it's only 5 issues. It's similar to what's going on with Captain Marvel, where, like, the trades were a bit thicker than they once were, and now they're getting thinner. The only reason I think they're just trying to shove the trade here. Now, all these issues came out just last year, because I believe this thing started back in January of last year, this run. And I think this one's already got past issue 12 already. And most is put in these issues, we have She-Hulk, who is dealing with, also we have a brief guest appearance here by Nightcrawler. Yes, Nightcrawler. Where he just deals with stuff related to his book. So he's here basically doing Krakoa stuff. Yep. And we also have it where in these issues, She-Hulk starts a relationship with, well, Jack of Hearts. We also have a brief guest appearance here by Vic the Machina. And Doombot. Yes. They bring up the Avengers AI series. Yes. A book that Sam Humphries worked on. Now, here's the thing about it. They actually don't mention Sam Humphries wrote it. Oh, yeah, remember this Avengers AI series? Yes. Now, that was a 12-issue series that ended because, and this is my personal, because Sam Humphries jumped to DC. Though he hasn't much enough stuff since then. I think he's working some other book now, but yeah. I like the fact Graham Rowell was referencing the Avengers AI book. Now, Vic the Machina, I believe this is the first time he's appeared since the Vision series. I think so. Don't quote me on that. But the whole point of this is have Jen basically defend this Doombot, where he claims to be Doctor Doom, even though he not really is. But the thing is, the public believes he's Doctor Doom, despite the fact he really is not. And we get off no problem. And there's also a scene here that was really nice. Remember I included this. Patsy Walker. Yes, Patsy Walker's in the She-Hulk book again. Which, if you're curious though, the Charles Shorn had it where Patsy Walker was a supporting character in this book. Now, for some reason, they'll bring back her secretary for that run for some reason. Not sure why they'll bring her back, but... And also, she lost her law office. Yeah, that's something that's not been explained very much, because Jen had an actual law office. Not many clients per se, but she had an actual office. And then for some reason, when she got her next ongoing series, Margaret Tamakagi, she's working for another law firm, and then she's not working at a law firm anymore, and here she's hired by a former rival of hers, who is her boss now. And by the way, her office is a closet. Yes. But this book is still really good, in my opinion. And because I've actually watched a little bit of the She-Hulk live action show, this book is better than the live action She-Hulk show. And I'm hoping, really hoping, because I'm going to give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. I hope that Marvel does not get the wrong impression what happened with She-Hulk, because She-Hulk got negative reception toward it. Yes, the fact that there was so much stuff people didn't like about it. It wasn't feminine, because people wanted to see a feminine She-Hulk. We kind of got that from some teasers, but not really. She's more feminine in her own ongoing series than she is in the show. I hope Marvel sees it that this book is succeeding because the fact She-Hulk show was not successful. People hated the She-Hulk TV show. From what I can tell, they don't hate the actress per se. She's an okay-looking woman. Don't get me wrong. It's just that, and a lot of people feel this way, that this book is better than the TV show. And I hope Marvel sees the light that they should not cancel this book. If they cancel this book, they're going to get a lot of negative backlash. Because anytime they cancel a book due to low sales, as their common phrase is. A lot of the time when they ask books, people don't even know the book's being canceled. The book just stops publishing for no reason. It just stops. Like, where's the next issue? Oh, it's been canceled. Okay. Yes. So, there's that. Like, here's the thing. Am I glad that She-Hulk's ongoing series again? Yes. It's only been a few years since she got a book. And my guess is the reason why that she got this book. Now, some people might see it as her redemption of what basically Jason Aaron did to her in the Avengers book, where she was literally Hulk with a wig. That is how she was drawn a lot of the time. And I feel this though about this. And of course, by the way, they do mention her previous relationship. They mentioned the fact she was mentioned here who was married to John Jameson. The fact she was Wyatt Wagfoot. Don't mention Ziggy. Yes, her boyfriend from her original ongoing series back in the 80s. Yeah, no mention of him. Yes, for some reason we do not mention Ziggy. Yes. That's something weird though about her original series in the 80s. Any character who debuted in that book with her is never mentioned. Her father is never seen in comics anymore. Yes, her father, who's a freaking sheriff. Here's the thing about She-Hulk. She is one of the very few superheroes who is not from New York. She is from California. And the way it seems as though Marvel has forgotten that factoid about She-Hulk. The fact she's from there, because she's in New York now. The reason why she's in New York, because it seems like it's a editorial mandate, with the exception of Kimberly Comics Marvel and the Alexander Nova, like every single superhero in Marvel Comics who is not the X-Men has to operate in New York City. That is just my opinion. I think it's just an editorial mandate. They have to operate there, despite the fact they can operate someplace else. I mean, they could. It's just the problem is basically whenever they do, apparently because it's not a familiar location, like in the case of Nighthawk in Chicago, because Chicago has not been, let's say, as pushed as much in Marvel Comics as New York City has. So my theory is that's probably one of the reasons the book got canceled. Was it canceled due to racism? This fact that it was written by a guy who's black. No, I highly doubt it was that. I think people basically were turned off by the book because it said Chicago, not New York City. That's probably the reason why. Racism has nothing to do with it. Was there racism in the book? Very, a tiny bit of it. Not much. Not much to be offensive. Not like in the case of Black Panther and the Crew. Yeah. But that's a book altogether. Okay, so that's the episode review. Next up is going to be One More Comic Corner, and then it's on to Marshall. Okay? Next video. Bye.